Somalia faces potentially extreme electoral reforms as it grows its democracy. Mohammed Abdirizak has been involved in its growth as a government minister and as a candidate. We present the final segment in our interview with our esteemed guest as we find out more about his experience in Somali politics. Mohammed, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
You ran for president in the last election, and you were kind of an ideas guy. How did your ideas affect the conversation around electoral processes, and how has it affected the proposals that we're seeing now?
True, I did put forward a number of ideas, and some of these things are not really, you don't have to think too hard to come, but if you are in the country, you can see what are those issues. And I talked about, for example, what we will do with fight against Al-Shabaab. We talked about what we will do about economic development. We talked about education, women's participation, and all of those issues. And I think in some areas the government is doing better than others, but that's what political competition is all about. If the competition is open, people will come forward, present their ideas, and people will make judgments on that, and who is credible and believable and who can do this. And so those types of campaigns are really important, and the way to do it is to push the work that has just started in pushing for an election.
Would the new changes to the electoral system promote people like you with ideas?
We are getting closer to that. But initially, the change will not be 100%. The first focus will be on allowing the people to vote, on allowing political parties to form and flourish, on allowing independent institutions such as like the Electoral Commission or so forth to really thrive and have the experience in conducting elections. It will allow, so it opens up in every way that you can think of in advancing the democracy. Yes, of course, it will also allow for candidates to come forward and to run for the various offices and to compete. Whereas right now, it is the clan elder that would have to select, or in some cases, the president of the federal member state selects, and so no real campaign or election takes place. So yes, absolutely, it will open up political space.
Now, as foreign minister, you really have a good idea of how other countries view Somalia and what they're willing to do to help the country in improving democracy. What should international partners do to help move electoral politics forward in the country?
No, this is really important. This can be from exchanging experiences in observing elections in their countries and how that takes place. By the way, the National Independent Electoral Commission that existed over the good 5-7 years perhaps has built all that experience. So I hope everything does not start right from the beginning and we can build on that. So they have been able to go and observe elections in other parts of the world. So apart from sharing experiences, some countries are willing to support our elections in a credible, transparent, financial support to the government, to perhaps the Electoral Commission, so that elections can be done. Maybe we could use some equipment that others don't have to use it anymore or something. There are a number of ways that these discussions can take place and that they can play a supportive role.
Thank you very much, Mohammed.
Thank you so much for having me again. Great.
ADN TV would like to appreciate Mohammed Abdirizak for his insights and wishes him the best of luck in his efforts to improve the conversations around democratic development in Somalia.